Hello everyone, welcome back to Flight Simulator X, and as promised, I am going to show you how to program the MCDU in Boeing aircraft. It's called the FMC. It's a flight management computer, and it does everything with the autopilot that you see for VNAV and LNAV, as they call it in Boeing's, and it's just different everywhere, and it's managed mode in an Airbus. It's just different across the board. But it seems a lot more complicated than it actually is. So we're just going to jump right into it. It's a beautiful evening here in St. Louis. We are going to program a flight from St. Louis to Phoenix, and we're going to be using all of the information you see right here on the screen now, which we have 28.2. You can see down there in the that's how much fuel weight we have, and we will enter that as a block fuel weight. So you have to write this down on a piece of scratch pad or your phone or whatever you want to do to get that information, and then when you come into the simulator, you can enter it in, and you can also see how it tells us we want to go down 0.2 on the trim. So those are two big important things from the fuel planner. So let's just jump right down here to the CDU, and there it is. It's not as difficult as it looks, I promise you. So the very first thing you want to do in this airplane is we want to hit INIT. That's the initial reference page. We're going to hit INIT. There it is. This is pretty much straightforward. You have all these yellow boxes. So first things first, we want to go KSTL because we're leaving St. Louis, right? We want to hit the /, and then we want to do KPHX for Phoenix, right? Exactly in that format, as you can see how they have it up there. We click in that line select key at the top. Bam. And we can just hit return. We don't have to hit anything. We just hit return. So that's in there. Flight number. This is Delta, well, it's not Delta, but it's AWE. So that'll be Cactus 528. This is very optional. You don't have to put it in, but you can for fun. Cost to index. Now, this is a big one. You can get this information from various different websites and forums and stuff, but I usually fly at a cost index of 70. I know that seems high, but that's just how it is. And all it is it's fuel management and how much fuel you burn. And during cruise, you're not going as fast as you would with a higher cost index. So let's say the company told us, hey, Jeff, use 22. So we go 22. We go bam, it's in 22. But 70 is what I use in the simulator because we don't have to pay for fuel, and that's awesome. Flight level. Let's just use flight level 340. Let's do, let's do 360, sorry, 36,000 feet. So you can just hit 360 for 36,000 feet, and bam, it knows what you're talking about. And that's all you need for that page. You have other pages, which is the second page here. I'm hitting it right there. We go to the second page. Don't worry about any of this garbage, only the yellow thing. That's that block fuel I was telling you about, which was 28.2, which is 28,212 or whatever it was. 28.2 we enter in here. 28.2. What does this do? This is going to help us help the airplane know how much there's going to be. Initial fuel prediction is what that page is. So as you can see, we have all that set up. So next thing you do is just do performance page right here. Bam. There it is. And this is where we can get our V speeds from. So how do we get our V speeds? Well, all we have to do is tell the airplane what we need. So remember, in the fuel planner, it said down 0.2 on the trim. So we want to go down 0.2. Flaps is in this little square right here. So let's use a flap setting of 1 and use that / key there. And let's go down, which is in this little guy is DN for down. And then let's go 0.2 like it said to do, right? 0.2 like it said to do. Like so. And just click right here into this little line select because you see how it points to the right spot. Bam. 1 down 0.2. We don't have... There's a reason why we don't have V speeds, and I don't remember what it is at this moment. But you have flex to temp. If we wanted to do a derated takeoff, we could be like 40 degrees Celsius, whatever we want. We could enter it in there if we wanted to. Hit the next phase, and you can look at the climb and all that. We're not interested in that. We just want to work on the flight plan. This is important. This is the main meat and potatoes of this entire thing. So we want to be leaving St. Louis. And when you see these FPLN discontinuities, they're called discos. We want to remove those. You don't want those because then the airplane's going to go, I don't know what to do. You told me the wrong thing, and everybody gets upset. So from St. Louis, we just click on here to St. Louis, and this is where we can get the departure from. So let's say we want to do the Be Good 2 departure, but it wants to know what runway you have. Now, in an Airbus system, you don't press down to go down. It says it's not allowed, right? You go up to go down, and you go down to go up. Is how it goes for the pages. So let's take off on runway 12 right, like so. There it is. And we will use the Be Good 2, and you can see there's the Be Good 2 right there. Bam. Click on him. Now he goes, what transition you want? Vichy's available. Well, in our route, Vichy is on here. It's the Be Good 2, Vichy, ICT, the Juliet 19, ZUN, and then the Eagle 6 arrival into Phoenix. So we've got the Be Good 2 here, and yes, we want the Vichy transition. Now you'll see how all that lit up yellow up there. It says insert with a little star, and say yes, we want to insert it. So let's click it. Bam. So now we have information here. We're not done yet, but we have information to what we want to go to. So all we have to do now is go down, which is by clicking up arrow. I know it's weird. And when you see that LIM, that's a speed limit. We just want to make sure we don't have any discontinuities, and we'll check that in a minute. But as we go down, you'll see, well, there's the first one. It goes, okay, well, here's your topic, climb. But we have a flight plan disco, and we want to get rid of that. To get rid of it, it's pretty simple. But before we do that, let's click on Vichy because we want to go to ICT is the next thing on the list. So we click on Vichy right here, and we hit next waypoint. Let's put ICT in there. ICT, which is the Wichita VOR. And we go, bam. It goes, hey, I've got ICTs all over the place in the world. Well, look at that, 7,735 nautical miles. Probably not going to be it. That's on the other side of the world. So here it is, 345 nautical miles at the top. Let's use that one since it is the one in Kansas. Bam. So now it goes Vichy to ICT. So we're going direct to ICT from there. We're not using a Victor or a Juliet airway yet. So let's go down again. We got flight plan discontinuity, blah, 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 blah. Let's click on ICT until we want to go use the J19 to ZUN. So next one, we go to airways, and we click in here. We want to go to the Juliet 19. So J19er via, right, like so. And we're going to ZUN, right? ZUN. There's the Z. ZUN. Click that sucker there. Now it comes up in yellow. Insert it. Yes, we want to do because we want to fly Vichy to ICT and then take the J19 to ZUN. So we hit insert there. So now you can see here we have our flight plan starting to come alive, which is great. I don't know why they have Hefner in there, but that's real interesting to me. Oh, because I'm an idiot and I'm not going down. I was going up. That's why. Okay, so there's ICT. Then Varner is an intersection on the J19. We're taking the J19. There's all that information. But then we get a flight disco once again to ZUN because we want to do the Eagle 6 arrival in Phoenix. So all we have to do is click on Destination Phoenix here, like so, and in an arrival here. Arrival is going to be the Eagle 6. Let's say we're going to land on ILS runway 7 right. Let's click it. Click on a ticket, and then let's press up till we get the Eagle 6. Oh, well, Eagle 5 in this case because it is a little outdated compared to the current one. So we'll do the Eagle 5 arrival. There it is, and no transition. So we hit insert. Bam. So now you're like, okay, I have that in there, and I'm going through here. Let's make sure we don't have any discos. Uh-oh, there's a disco. How do we get rid of it? Easy. Hit the clear button and click on the disco. Bye-bye. She's gone. Now we go down, and we can see that we have another one there. Clear the disco. Now you're going to see a thing called manual. That means you have to do manual flight. Usually an ATC is going to direct you or whatever. So if you want to get rid of that, you just hit the clear button and hit manual. You'll get a disco. You hit clear. You clear the disco. You know, we know how to do that now. When you see this stuff down here in the blue, that's for the go-around. If the airplane has to do a go-around, it's going to climb to 3,300 feet, and it's going to go to Popke, and probably going to hold at Popke. And then that's the end of the flight plan. So we have all this information in here now. So if we press down, which goes up, we can go all the way back up to the top, like so. And let's look at our map and information stuff, and let's check the flight plan. How do we check the flight plan? Well, that's pretty simple. Let's fly around here just to this guy right here. And let's zoom into this, because this is going to be important. So to do this, we want to have it in plan mode. So we want to select that in plan mode. Let's make it easy. Let's do 20 miles so we can look at this really easy. So once we have this up, we can just step through it by pressing the up button, right? We go down. So we see here's 12 right. That's the 1120. That's the waypoint course. Then we get to Hefner. Hefner is the RNAV. So they'd be like RNAV Hefner, clear for takeoff, blah, 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 blah. So there's Hefner. We go to DefUs. We go to Travs. Then we go down to Be Good. Then to Vichy. And then remember, we're going to take that, we go direct to ICT from there. I'm sorry. Like so. And then we jump on the J19. So that's what we're going to get on the Varner. We're going to get on LBL, which is, you know, not Lincoln, but that's Lima, Bravo, Lima. And then we continue down to Foxtrot Tango, India. Then Flyby intersection. Then Buko. These are all on the J19, the Juliet 19er airway. So once we hop on that, there's Bunko. We go directly from there to Zulu Uniform November, ZUN. When we get to the top of the descent there, and then we'll hit Eagle, which is part of the Eagle 5 arrival, Eagle 6 now, Homer. Then we go Smack. Then we go to Gino. Then we go to Queenie. Then we go to Heine. Then to, I know it sounds funny, Obase. Then Basbel. And then they turn, and then we intercept the ILS runway 7 right approach via Balti intersection there, Toady, and then we are in Phoenix. So we see there's no discos, and everything else on the air on it looks right. So we can also review the go-around procedure. If we miss there, we go bam, 3,300 feet. We turn, and we go to Popkey intersection, which is down there. It's not showing it, but that's all right. So let's go all the way back to the very beginning, and let's have a look at our little guy down here. I want to make sure that, okay, now we have our V speeds. They just wanted a flight plan. So ridiculous V speeds. I know I haven't figured that out all the way. So I wouldn't recommend using flex. You can, depends on how your throttles are set up, but I've been having problems with it. But anywho, I hope that really shows you guys how to use the MCDU. It's not as difficult as it looks. It looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. And it's a very powerful tool. But these are the basics to get you from point A to point B via airways, which are even, you know, that's the most difficult part. Because if you have a flight plan that doesn't have airways, then you saw it's much easier than that just to enter those two things in, you know, be like, I want to go here, transition to here, and then do an arrival into the airport. It's that simple. But anywho, that's how you take care of all of that information and use the Airbus X flight planner or fuel planner, have you, to get you where you need to go. So if this was helpful, guys, hit the like button. That helps me out as always. And let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I try to answer them the best I can. And as soon as I can, whenever time is available to me. But happy landings, guys, and I'll see you guys later.